What if the very thing that controls your dreams, your survival, your future was never invented? What if money, the force that shapes nations, breaks families, builds empires, simply did not exist? Imagine waking up tomorrow in a world where money was never born. Every decision we make is tied to money. Where we live, what we eat, the life we chase. But money is not natural. It's not oxygen, or gravity, or time. It's a human creation, a tool, an illusion we all agreed to believe. So if humanity never invented it, how would society function? Would we finally experience equality, or collapse into chaos? But hold on, because the first answer is not what you think. 1. Trade becomes the foundation. Imagine humanity starting with only one system, pure barter. Your skills are your currency. Your resources are your bargaining power. Need food? Trade your strength for a farmer's harvest. Need shelter? Offer labor in exchange for wood or stone. But here's the problem. What if you have nothing someone wants? That's where the cracks begin to show. 2. The rise of invisible power. Without money, something else becomes valuable. Control, influence, reputation, force. Those with rare resources, land, water, metal, become the new kings. Not because they are rich, but because they hold what others desperately need. A world without money doesn't erase inequality. It simply changes the battlefield. 3. Technology and global systems change forever. Think about this. How do you build airplanes, skyscrapers, smartphones with no financial system? You can't pay millions of workers in barter. Innovation slows. Mass production collapses. International trade? Almost impossible. You'd have no global economy, only local survival clusters. But this leads to a shocking twist. Without money, humanity grows closer in one way and further apart in another. 1. Community bonds strengthen people. Trade based on trust. Villages become tightly knit systems of shared effort. Everyone contributes something meaningful. 2. But greed doesn't disappear. Power shifts to those who control essential resources. Bartering becomes political. Favoritism replaces fairness. Debts turn into obligations, which evolve into control. Without money, humanity doesn't become peaceful. It becomes unpredictable. Now think about this. Maybe the real question isn't what if money never existed. Maybe it's, why did we need it so desperately? Money is not evil. It's a tool, a complicated, flawed symbol of trust. But perhaps we rely on it so much because we never learned to trust each other. Without money, we're forced to see the truth. Humans don't value objects. We value convenience, power, and security. So what does that say about us? A world without money wouldn't be paradise. It wouldn't be hell. It would be something far more fragile. A world where survival depends entirely on what you can offer and who decides it has value. But here's the twist. What if, instead of removing money, we evolved beyond it? What if one day humanity lives in a society where resources are unlimited, technology replaces labor, and the concept of money becomes obsolete? And what if that happened tomorrow? Would you survive? Would the world be better or worse without money? See you in the next episode, where we ask, if you enjoyed this journey, hit like, tap subscribe, and tell us in the comments.